Hello and welcome to the Astrology of Scholars channel. In today's series, we will explore the placement of Mars in the houses. In this video, we'll cover Mars from the 1st to the 6th house. In the next video, we'll continue with Mars from the 7th to the 12th house. If you want to learn astrology from a scholarly and insightful perspective, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments below. The placement of Mars in the houses shows where a person expresses their Mars energy in life. It reveals the areas where they prefer to direct their activities, the fields in which they must take action in order to assert themselves, and the life domains where struggle and conflict are more likely to occur. It is also the place where a person experiences their anger and aggression. Mars in the 1st house. When Mars is in the 1st house, the individual's sphere of action is directed towards the self and their own existence. The instinct to survive and to establish a presence often drives them to approach life with an attitude of attack, conquest, and defense. This placement suggests that the person may struggle to harmonize with others while asserting themselves. They present to the world a warrior-like mask shaped by the sign Mars occupies. When this mask is challenged, the individual is forced to reconsider their style of conflict and confrontation. A tense Mars in the 1st house may manifest as a tendency toward physical fights, facial injuries, or scars. At the same time, this position increases assertiveness, energy, and desire. The person can be bold, competitive, impulsive, stubborn, and outspoken. Mars here also grants leadership potential, initiative, and strong self-motivation. However, there can sometimes be a lack of direction in action. Despite this, the placement gives vitality and physical strength, though it can also bring a tendency toward accidents. Mars in the 2nd house. When Mars is in the 2nd house, the individual actively directs their energy toward material security and resources. Here, Mars acts with the purpose of gaining money or acquiring value. The struggle for survival and conflict tends to manifest in the realm of finances and possessions. The person channels their initiative into activities that generate income. In financial settings, they become more entrepreneurial, competitive, and assertive. This placement enhances their ability to earn money, but it may also intensify passionate or excessive spending habits. Mars in the 2nd house also pushes the individual to confront and define their true values, to understand what really matters to them and what innate qualities they rely on for survival. Often, they feel the urge to establish and run their own business, while fiercely protecting their assets and resources. On the challenging side, a poorly placed Mars in this house can indicate fighting over money, greed, or dishonest behavior. Mars in the 3rd house. When Mars is in the 3rd house, the mental processes are strongly activated. The person thinks and decides quickly, yet they often tend to make impulsive plans without enough consideration. They express their ideas in a direct, sometimes aggressive and harsh manner. Their communication style may come across as argumentative, blunt, or confrontational. Here, Mars tends to fight with words, engaging in intellectual competition. Depending on the aspects of Mars, this competition can be either constructive or destructive. Based on Mars' sign, the person may enjoy driving fast, which also makes them prone to accidents. Frequent short trips, constant phone calls, and a busy daily schedule are common, though this energy can sometimes lead to scattered focus. Interactions with the immediate environment, siblings, relatives, and neighbors are significant, but conflicts and rivalry may also arise in these areas. Ultimately, the goal is for the individual to observe and refine their style of expression and struggle through everyday experiences. When Mars is under tension in the 3rd house, conflicts may appear in areas such as contracts, media relations, or sibling and neighbor dynamics. Mars in the 4th house. When Mars is in the 4th house, the field of activity is focused on family relationships and home life. Here, the individual asserts themselves and often fights their battle for survival within the household. Early childhood conditioning, parental dynamics, and ancestral roots may often be conflictual. If the courage to act within the subconscious is not developed, suppressed anger can lead to significant emotional tension. Thus, the person needs to confront their childhood patterns, rediscover their roots and emotions, and build their self-expression accordingly. This placement indicates a family environment that is active, competitive, and restless. The individual may direct the anger they suppress in the outer world toward family members at home. In some cases, one of the parents might embody this Mars energy themselves. The home can easily become a battleground. On the positive side, energy can be channeled into house repairs, construction, or home-related projects. Yet when Mars forms difficult aspects, the household atmosphere may suffer from tension and hostility. Rebellion against parents in childhood can, if unresolved, turn into resentment or hostility toward them later in life. In the second half of life, this position often awakens active interest in ecology, real estate, gardening, cooking, home, and family matters. However, under challenging aspects, Mars here can bring problems related to property and real estate, and the home may even be vulnerable to external dangers. Mars in the fifth house. When Mars is in the fifth house, the person's field of activity is directed toward children, romantic relationships, hobbies, and leisure. They may actively pursue love and pleasure, showing an entrepreneurial, daring, and competitive spirit in these areas. The individual may lead an active love life, but conflict and arguments are likely to arise. Impatience often pushes them to demand that everything go their way, which can lead to disputes in relationships. Their children may display stubborn or rebellious tendencies, creating tensions within family life. The likelihood of having male children may also be stronger with this placement. Mars here often brings a love of working with children. The person may serve as a teacher or coach, particularly in sports, and may also have a strong personal interest in physical activity and competition. This placement demands that the individual not only express themselves verbally, but also through action. Romantic relationships and interactions with children provide opportunities to refine their style of struggle, recognize their anger issues, and learn to channel them more constructively. Creative pursuits and personal projects also become important outlets, with activities like sculpture, embroidery, or wood carving serving as ways to express energy. Under difficult influences, there may be a tendency to take reckless risks in gambling or speculative matters. A tense Mars here can also be linked to premarital pregnancy, abortion, or surgical intervention during childbirth. Additionally, both lovers and children may be more prone to accidents. Mars in the sixth house. When Mars is in the sixth house, the person's mode of action and struggle is expressed through daily routines in the work environment. This placement provides a strong drive to work, but under stressful conditions, it can manifest as workaholism or perfectionism. The individual wants their efforts to be useful, productive, and purposeful. They approach their tasks with enthusiasm and determination. They also enjoy competition in their work, often striving to be the most efficient, the most productive, or the most helpful. When Mars is under challenging aspects, relationships with co-workers, employees, or those providing services can become strained. In these dynamics, competition, anger, conflict, and the need to prove oneself are prominent. The individual may even clash with mentors or authority figures guiding them. On the negative side, this position can indicate a tendency to take unnecessary risks, act harshly toward subordinates, or neglect matters of health. Their work may involve machinery, weapons, or sharp instruments, especially knives. Under tense influences, this significantly increases the risk of work-related accidents, making adherence to safety protocols essential. From a health perspective, those with Mars in the sixth house may often experience high fevers when ill. So friends, in this video, we explored the placement of Mars from the first to the sixth house. In the next video, we'll continue with Mars in the 7th through the 12th houses, diving deeper into its meanings. Where is your Mars placed? In which area of life do you feel you struggle or fight the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to read them. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comments below. See you in the next video.